Mike, more snow expected in the passes. Good news for skiers and snowboarders.
Yeah, conditions should be fantastic over the next 4 days, especially going into the holiday weekend. I'll tell you more about that in a moment. I just want to start off and double up on what Greg was just telling you about conditions across the country. Interesting. These are current temperatures right now, and as it stands, we don't see anybody who's particularly cold, but what we are seeing is some very inclement weather over top of Denver, which of course is a major hub for many airlines. Take a look at this. You can see that there's a low just centered basically right over northeastern Colorado. Denver's right about there. So great for the resorts, not so great for the folks trying to get in and out of the airport. Also tracking some strong weather up towards the north and east there. It looks like it's ducking up over the Great Lakes and into Canada for the time being, but it looks like it will pull down into the northeast over the next 24 to 48 hours. Make sure you're checking with your carriers before you head out to the airport. Taking a look at what we've got going on right now is just some light rain. We've had a bit of a drizzle fest across the region right now. In fact, it's raining right outside of the King 5 studios. Again, for the most part, just fairly benign, making its way from the south to the north, kind of pushing into the foothills there. Snow levels right around 2,500 feet, so we are seeing some flurries flying up towards the passes. More on the way tomorrow. We'll take a little bit of a break tonight, just mostly cloudy conditions out there, and then a new weakening front will move in. I'll introduce you in a moment. That'll bring one round of rain tomorrow morning, another round of rain tomorrow evening, and then it looks like we are done with incoming systems for the year. Live look from Bellingham. Well, that's because I want to point out that we still have those king tide or coastal flooding advisories in place. They'll be there until at least 1 p.m. on Friday. There is some low-level flooding expected again tomorrow, but we're talking about some isolated road closures and some parking lot level flooding, nothing to the extent that we saw yesterday. Also, a winter weather advisory in place for our Cascades. That'll kick in at 4 a.m. on Thursday, stay in place for about 36 hours there. That'll be about 4 p.m. on Friday. We're going to see some of that snow start to stack up. In fact, we've been seeing some of that snow stacking up at Snoqualmie. That's why they're going to close it tonight and really do a deep cleaning there from about midnight to 3 a.m. It needs it. In Stevens Pass right now, they had night skiing tonight. Could you imagine that? Backside will be open tomorrow, and there will be some fresh pow waiting for folks who are fortunate enough to get up there. Again, bring your A game. There's some packed snow up there. Be very careful. Take your time. Wind direction and speed. Oh, the word calm. Pervasive, especially down towards the south there where we saw those winds gusting up 40, 50, even 60 miles an hour yesterday. So yeah, very different than it was there. Now this new system comes in and again, it's weakening. So most of the energy will kind of spread apart once it makes landfall. So we see some showers. This is right around 9:30 in the morning. The roads will be wet. We'll see that snow start to fly up in the mountains there. This one moves through fairly quickly. Fast forward about 12 hours and now we see a stronger one move in. This one's actually got some color inside of it. There's some of those yellows and oranges indicating there could be some bands of moderately heavy rain moving through, but they move through fairly quickly. By the time we get to Friday morning at 4:30, now we're just back to spotty showers. We will see widespread snow, especially across the central and northern Cascades, and then out towards the eastern portion of the state as well. That's going to be kind of a slippery situation for drivers there. Meanwhile, we catch a little bit of a break. This is New Year's Eve. We've got a little ridge of high pressure that'll build in and keep things relatively quiet as we celebrate the coming of 2023. This is how much more precipitation we're expecting. I'm showing you that to tell you this. Remember, we were at a bit of a deficit. Now we've got a surplus. Nice way to end the year. 7-day snow and freezing level will either stay at pass level or slightly beneath that as we go towards next week. So we're going to keep on accumulating that snow. In fact, by the time we get to Friday, we're going to be seeing anywhere from about 6 inches to 21 inches possible up at Baker. 7-day forecast shows a very quiet way to end the year here. Again, a couple systems that'll move through, bring some low-level rain, quiet for the weekend, and we're going to ease our way into 2023.